Hey, it's Zim, and today we're looking at DorfRomatik. Now, we're going to kind of do a little bit of a different video. So it's going to be somewhat of a review and also just kind of a general gameplay going on afterwards. DorfRomatik is in early access. It's a game you can pick up on Steam for $9.99. It's a very similar to a board game in some ways, and the entire point of this game is to place tiles and to keep placing tiles. Now, you do that by completing quests, which I'll show you in the game. So, here are your tile stack on the bottom right-hand corner here. And my first tile to place is a railroad. Underneath, we have another tile. That's the next one coming up. And then underneath that, we have another tile. Now, this tile has a quest. The other tiles might have a quest as well, or they might not. However, you can only tell if they have a quest by having the speech bubble above their head, or above the tile, I guess, and only if it's the top one on the stack. Now, I know for a fact that this windmill is probably going to have a quest as well. But for now, let's place this tile, and look, this force also has a quest. What does that mean? If you place 3 or more railroads next to this one, or if this was placed next to 3 or more railroads, it would complete the quest and it would give us more tiles. The game is over once our tiles run out. It's pretty simple. So we'll place some trees, and look, that windmill also had a quest. We'll place the windmill here, why not? Now, you can place them tiles adjacent to any other tile, but certain restrictions apply. Rivers and railroads always have to have openings where they can continue. I mean, you can never block off a railroad and have it be dead. So in this case, this river can only go in these certain spots, because if it tried going here, it would block off the river, or at least one of the Y points of this river. We want this next to a field, but if I do this here, I'm going to start cutting off this tile from any other field tile, which I want more fields next to it. So I don't want that next to them. So unfortunately, we're going to need to place it in a bad spot. So we'll do it here. Why not? You can move the map around. You can zoom in and zoom out like in any game. You have like some birds flying up here. As you expand your world, you actually might come into contact with tiles that are hidden, which may make you want to find and chase those down. But for the most part, what you have in your stack is what you get to play with. Now I can put this trio here, but that would pretty much block off this forest, which is something I don't want to do because of this river. So we're actually going to put that there. We have more rivers to continue. Do that. So this one wants to be 3 or more houses. Pretty easy to do. And so we can continue that. You can rotate the tiles in any direction. Once again, only restrictions are going to be the railroads and rivers, which cannot be blocked. Put that there. And sure, complete that quest. So our tile number went up. And so that's the entire game right there. You're placing tiles, trying to complete quests to get more tiles, to continue expanding and placing more tiles. The more tiles you place, the more points you'll get. At the end of the game, the points will be your high score, and then you just keep trying to beat your high score. Now, there are some unlocks throughout the game, kind of via these quests here, which are also throughout your games. So in this case, place down 2,000 tiles. Once I do that, it will complete, and will unlock maybe some cosmetic tile stuff, or it might unlock new tile types. But for the most part, that's all you're doing in this game. And it's quite nice because it's a game that... I don't know if I want... Yeah, I'll probably do that there. It's easy to sit down and relax and play. It's very enjoyable. It's engaging, but not taxing on your mind. It's got a lot of things that I like. The soundtrack's nice. It's a very pleasant soundtrack. It's not gonna be over energetic, but like this is a game I love playing if I'm, you know, going to go to bed pretty soon, or if I've been playing a lot of other games that might be more exhausting, taxing, or stressful. Like I've been playing a lot of Valheim recently, and so in that case, it's a very stressful game. It's a survival-based game, and so I'm constantly thinking, constantly worried, I'm constantly trying to do different things. And this game is very much just play styles and sit back and relax and enjoy. And it's very nice for that. As I said before, this game is on sale for $9.99, and for that price, I think the game is perfect. It's an amazing deal. I would say that if this was a complete game, if it didn't have the early access tag, I wouldn't notice. I don't feel like there's anything missing from it. This is really what I expected. Man, these river tiles are killing me today. Sure. So we can't end certain railroads because there's a railroad end tile. There are also certain water tiles, like this pure water tile will allow you to essentially cut off or end a river. So that's something to keep in mind. Don't want to cut off my forests, so I think we do it like that. So this game is definitely one I recommend, even in early access, which can be kind of a gamble sometimes. I notice you can't change the facing because it block off a river. It's fine. But it's definitely something that if you're looking for a game to de-stress or just kind of play in the background while you're waiting for something or watching something, this is definitely a game to pick up. I think it's fantastic for that. Oof. Yeah, I think we have to do that. And that's it. Like, there's not much to say about this game. It is exactly what you're seeing. There's not much more to show. It's just tile placement. And that's why I'm saying this video is a little bit different, because I'm going to let it keep running. And just playing the game. I'll give you a little bit of commentary. But for the most part, I just want you to just kind of see what this game has on offer, because I can definitely tell that it may not be for everyone. It's not a high auxiliary game. It's a game that I think a lot of people might see on Steam and be like, I don't know what that is, or I don't care what that is, which is a bummer, because I think it's definitely worth people's time. I think a lot of people would find it very enjoyable, especially if you're like a board gamer. If you like playing different board games, I think you would probably enjoy this. Oof, these train tracks are killing me, though. Trains and rivers this time. So all the tiles, by the way, are going to be randomized. So there's no guarantee what you're going to get. That is something to keep in mind. That can be maybe slightly frustrating in certain games, is that like I'm just getting flooded with all these river tiles, and it's like, man, I don't want all these river tiles. And we complete another quest, we get more tiles, we get to keep playing. And that's the entire goal of the game. It's what we want to do. It's what we're here for. So that's a way of the game letting me know that there is a tile out here that I may want to go towards. Now, you don't have to. This tile will always have a quest on it, though, and it may also unlock certain other tiles that you might not have unlocked, or may unlock bonus visual tiles, both which are pretty cool. But we're going to keep these fields going. And probably this forest as well. But this wants houses. So we're going to do it like that. Now notice this house tile doesn't have a plus on it. What does that mean? It means that it needs exactly 8 houses or it fails. So if I ever go over that number before the quest is completed, it will fail. Versus the 14 plus means it doesn't matter. I can have 50 houses next to it and it will complete still. However, once this is completed, once I get 3 more houses attached to this one, if I go over that number afterwards, it doesn't matter. I've already been rewarded the tiles. Keep expanding my fields here. And let's see. I want 1 more house. That's going to be tough to do. Complete the fields here. So if I tried placing this tile here, it's showing me that that quest will fail, but the others will update, which means I can't really attach this one yet. So I'm either A, I let the quest fail, which means I'm going to get less tiles, which means my game will end earlier, or B, I'm going to try to be greedy and place it to where I can connect to it later after I've completed this quest. Sure, let's do that. Continue the trees down here. It's not giving me 1 house. And this is where, like, you may never get a tile to complete this quest, and so, like, I could be hurting myself in the long run by not completing it earlier, which is kind of a gamble, but I'm willing to take it. Yeah, let's go that way. Oh, look, more rivers, yay. I just don't want to expand in that way. It's fine. Oh, that had 1 house. I should have. Rip. Could have completed 1. Oh well. Could keep doing just oceans out here. Unfortunately, these like blank green tiles or like green tiles with sparsely anything are kind of your worst tiles because you never want nothing. You always want to keep advancing a tile. So we'll put that there. And so like that can be a real bummer. I'll keep expanding that. That had 1 house, but we never want to put railroads because of their blocking ability. So I don't want to block certain spaces because I want to be able to keep expanding. Unfortunately, 2 houses. That's fine. Oh, that has 1 house, so that'll be perfect. So now we can start connecting these and complete this quest without worry that I'm going to go over. Doing these trees here. And I do want to see what this tile is. So I think we're going to keep working that way too. Now notice this is 7 fields, so if I connect to it, I've obviously chained more than 7 here, so the quest would auto-fail if I place it. So what does that mean? It means I have to be greedy and try to get value out of it, but then connect to it later. That's fine. Oof. Yeah, these like Y splits on rivers and these junctions on these train tiles are rough sometimes. Most of the time. Most of the time you never want to see them. They can definitely throw you off. Oh, but we can close up this railroad. but then we won't get the quest reward, so we probably don't want to do that. Just continue with the trees there. Ooh. Let's see if we can start connecting some of these houses. Look at that, and we'll complete a ton of quests doing it. Oh, but we would be sacrificing the railroad. Oh well, we'll do it. So a nice amount of tiles coming back to us. Alrighty. Some fields here. And more rivers. And now we start seeing what it is. So it looks like it's going to be a town tile, which probably means it's going to want housing over there. It's usually a safe bet. You don't really need that. Trees. This one's 9 fields exact, so we'll just add on to there. This one's 16 fields exact, but oof. Where do we place? I guess over here. 17 houses, meaning over here. This is a really cool building. This is one of the tiles you unlock from a couple games, and this actually, unfortunately, one of the other problems with this game is they don't explain any of the tiles. And looking at this, you'd be like, I don't know what this is. This is a both a river crossing and a railroad junction, so it works for both, which is really nice. However, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, because I keep wanting to expand out here, and it doesn't look like I have a river tile coming soon. So I want to see what this housing tile is, but I don't want to place that railroad there either. Continue this crazy railroad. Ooh, perfect. 2 farms. I complete that one. Just want a ton of trees over here. Easy enough to do. And more rivers. Perfect, actually. Alright, so now we know that this wants 39 houses next to it, and that is a quest that we want to complete. So we will definitely aim towards there. This is not a good tile. Does not add much. Help with that river there. It says 3 houses. Not amazing, but will help with that quest, so we'll do it. Why not? That'll work. Although, now if I don't put a junction there, it's a dead tile no matter what. Unfortunate. Housing. It's not many houses. We'll just use it to complete that quest. Sure. For most people, you're probably going to want to just kind of group things. That's a lot easier to manage than trying to, like, interweave everything. But sometimes you don't get a choice and you just end up having to. Sure. Ooh, how's this? Perfect. Put that next to them, which will help complete that. This railroad's kind of sad. Just make this an endless loop. I would continue that. That's fine. This wants fields. Exact number 2. Exact numbers are always rough because it's hard to meet them, especially when you start chaining these. This is like the punishment for grouping things together, is that you'll get exact numbers, and then the game will like, well, how are you going to complete it? Yeah, it's fine. Ooh, this one's 40 houses. Good news. I want houses over there. Don't know. I hate these pieces. I don't know what I want to do with it. It's like a death sentence either way. Sure. Turn that. I think I have a tree quest still going on over here. It's a fun one. Let's see. Fields, huh? Just use these houses over here, I guess. Wants to be connected to 6 water tiles only. It's rough. Because I think anywhere I put it's gonna say it can't do. So do I just auto-fail this quest? Is the question. I think the answer is yes. I'm gonna just do a nice loop here. So we complete the villager. I'm gonna claim that. And it's just a dead tile. There, I guess. You know what? It's going pretty well for as bad as the start was, which was like a ton of railways and water. I'm pretty pleased with how it's turning out so far. We can turn that away if we want. It's kind of the better spot too. All right. Fields are here. Oof, 2 water tiles in a row. That's less good. Well. We just do that. Well, we can close off that dead railroad. Perfect. The best railroad in existence. Just do that. It's fine. Hopefully complete this field quests. Oh. Can only do 1, huh? That's gonna be a little bit harder then. No useless green tile. Why? Well, place it? Probably here. Ooh. Can we? Nope, that's too much. Okay. Do we want to be greedy with it? We can try. That'd be pretty weird. Oh, because we have to do a junction here anyway, though. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, perfect. And that. Oh, because it can't close itself off. Right. Perfect. Don't know what I'm going to do with this railroad tile. I have all these railroad tiles, but like very few railroad quests, which is kind of a bummer. I have to be worried about that. So yeah, I think we'll just go there. Water and field, huh? I do get slightly, no, I don't have a tile over here to go for. That the audio, like, I don't know, the soundtrack seems to like not loop correctly, or maybe it just has reached the end. And so sometimes you do end up with like this just awkward silence instead of the nice soundtrack that normally accompanies this game. I hope that it's in early access, and so I think if I were to choose one thing that I would like to see is either a larger soundtrack or it looping more so it doesn't have this kind of dead air where I just hear tile placement noises. But this has been DorfRomatik. I think it's worth picking up. Like I said, it's on Steam in early access for $9.99. But for that price, I think it's a fantastic game. I think there's already a ton of quality gameplay here. And if it's the type of game that you think you'll enjoy, pick it up. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you later.